Hello, bearded bee people. Welcome back to bkbees. I talk with more beginning beekeepers I think I missed it. I'm waiting for a yellow jacket sting somewhere. Yellow jackets are assholes. Okay, so I talk with more beginning beekeepers than about any other demographic in the beekeeping community. And that's in large part because I help out a lot of beginning beekeepers and because we sell nukes and queens and all that kind of stuff. So we have a lot of beginning beekeeping customers. And so, and I've dealt with every stage of beginning beekeeper and beginning beekeepers on the entire spectrum, from like really good researched and well-intentioned beginning beekeepers to set them and forget them people who don't have any idea what they're getting themselves into. So I wanted to make a video and talk about what makes a good beginning beekeeper and what you can do during your first year or two to make sure that you aren't in the latter group, that you aren't in one of those groups of beginning beekeepers that that bring the demographic bad names. And so some of the things to avoid are not having any clue about what you're dealing with. You should really truly throughout your first year try to learn everything you can about what you're dealing with, about the bees that you're dealing with. Try to learn everything that you can see inside the hive, from eggs to larvae of all stages, worker brood, drone brood. Learn how to find the queen and tell the difference between a queen and a drone. Learn how to work a hive properly, how to take the covers off without knocking stuff over, how to light and use a smoker, how to, be able to get into a busy hive without just freaking out. So work on all those things throughout your first year and don't let questions go unanswered. Now, you'll get a lot of flack in the Facebook community for asking simple questions, but don't worry about that. There aren't any stupid questions. The only stupid question is the question you have in your brain but don't vocalize or Google. So ask questions. Ask me questions. Ask Facebook questions. Ask your mentor questions. Don't let questions go unanswered, because that question will show up later on in your beekeeping career, and you will have wished that you'd researched it and figured it out. And try to think analytically about everything. When you lose a swarm, why did that happen? What could you have done to prevent it? Maybe you let a weak hive get robbed out toward the end of the year. Learn what happened, what was the downfall, what was the bad decision that was made, and how can you prevent making that bad decision going forward. So, obviously learn is the number one, and ask questions. But then if we're going to get into more specific things, we're going to talk about mites. Unfortunately, a lot of beginning beekeepers just think that they're taking over this wild creature that only needs a place in their backyard, and that they're offering that place and therefore benefiting the species as a whole. And unfortunately, that's not the case. You can more accurately think of it as having cattle. They aren't the wild creatures that they were, generations ago. They are creatures that we have, that we've genetically modified through breeding and selective breeding to do what we need to do. And unfortunately, throughout that course of genetically modifying these bees, we've brought some bad things into play, and one of those things is mites. And that's the real reason why you can't just set them and forget them. And that's one of the things that, when happens, it really kind of gives beginning beekeepers a bad name. So understand the fact that you aren't dealing with wild creatures. There are wild honeybees out there. They're difficult to tell apart, and to assume because you got a swarm that it's wild and feral and all that is absolute falsehood. Like, that's just not how it works, unfortunately. There's a lot more managed colonies in the United States than there are feral colonies. So assume your bees are livestock and assume that they need your help, and understand what kind of help that is and how you can offer that to them. You know, posting pictures in September of a parasitic mite syndrome hive and asking questions then about what went wrong. Yeah, you're asking questions, you're trying to learn, and hopefully you'll take that advice that you get at that point and be a better beekeeper because of it. But if you went into your beekeeping career understanding the help that they needed from you, then that question wouldn't have come about in September. And in that case, you also wouldn't have kind of been threatening the other local bees with such a high mite load and disease-ridden colony. So understand the threats that these bees face, understand what we can do to help these bees, learn, be analytical when you're getting into your hives, don't let any questions go unanswered, and remember that there are no stupid questions. The only stupid questions are the ones you leave in your head and don't research or ask. So that's my heartfelt 2 cents on how to be a good beginning beekeeper, and I hope you guys take that to heart and try to use those thoughts throughout your first couple of years as a beekeeper, and ask more questions. Ask them here, ask them in Facebook, to specific beekeepers, not in Bees and Beaks in the Fat Bee Man group. There's a lot of misinformation there. Find a specific beekeeper that you trust and ask them questions. Or a few, because sometimes specific beekeepers that people trust are super busy with their own bees and can't answer every single question. But if you find a few and make some friends, and there's a large beekeeping community of mostly awesome beekeepers on Facebook and on the internet and on YouTube. So just find a couple that you can ask questions to and get those questions answered. And like I said, if you ever have questions, leave them in the comment section here, or email brett@bkbees.com, and I'll try to help out as best as I can and as quickly as I can. So thanks for watching. Get out there and have some fun with your freaking bees.